Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakwah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Yasharallah. This is but the Kabbalah coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson, Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of YAHAWAH. The powers that be are ordained of YAHAWAH. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the ordinances of YAHAWAH, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. Hold on one moment. It was Isaiah 45 verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So basically the thing here is that today's lesson, Slakia, that I want to go into is how we have to really accept certain things. All right. And what do I mean by accept certain things? Like, for example, you know, when it comes to, I'm trying to think of an example, like, like just anything, okay? Like if you can think of something that's just unfair or evil or wicked or something like that, maybe not, I guess like the Epstein files and stuff like that, although that is kind of extreme, it's still applicable. And what do I mean by that? I mean in a sense like we really do not have power, any power in this society / world. And while you think, oh my God, that's such a terrible thing, listen to all those victims speak out and this and that, I wish I could help them do this and whatnot. It's like, yeah, you can wish to help them, you can wish that they were helped out, but in all honesty, like helping them out, it's like, what can you do, honestly? Like, if you think about it, what can you do, a single person do, or a group of people do? Because at the end of the day, Esau still is in power. Esau still has the power. Esau can literally, and that's, let me get this precept to further support that. Crazy how these precepts are flying off the shelves like this. But Psalm chapter 73, verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them. Psalm 73 verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Basically, if you say, hey, you did something wrong to Esau, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna say, shut up, go back home, go sit down, or worse, he's just gonna kill you. If he doesn't threaten to kill you, he's going to actually just kill you for speaking out in the first place. And that's how evil this society is, where in all honesty, you can't even if you wanted to, even if you had some little semblance of power, because that's even the thing with these celebrities. All right, with these celebrities, they think they can do good or whatever, but then it's just like, well, you can only do this, you can only do that. They get limited and stuff like that. And even with Kanye, what happened with him was that he lost so much money. He lost his bank, and his bank told him to take your shit and get lost. We're not dealing with you anymore because of the comments that he made. So it goes to show that our access to certain stuff, it is incredibly limited, because whenever anyone speaks out against Esau and his rule, then not judgment, Slakia, then Esau's perversion of justice is implemented, where simply because you practice your freedom of speech as they did it, and you practice what's in the law, but you call them out, all right, on whatever they do say and do, then you immediately get you immediately get punished for it. All right, because this is it seems like a I don't know. I forgot the term. It seems like the land of the free and whatnot, but very clearly we can see that that's not the case. This is the land of the. If you challenge us, we're gonna do something to you. We're gonna hurt you and whatnot. And it's so hard for people to come to terms with that because they're so blinded by just the one thing, oh yeah, Esau is this great thing, he's a great nation, he's this, that, and the other and whatnot, rather than the actual reality of things. All right, so people, not just our people, but people in general, Esau's people as well, and other nations have this stargazing, I forgot what the term is, but starry-eyed image of Esau that, oh, he can do no wrong even though he's doing so much wrong. All right, so as a result of that, again, this goes back into the thing where Esau is the one that's in power because YAHAWAH gave him the power. Okay, now as a result of that, also this also ties into this. Let's get this. It's in Psalms chapter 17 verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So Esau is the sword of YAHAWASHI. So when Jake goes off, when Jake does something, then the Lord's going to punish Jake for going off and going against YAHAWASHI. So as a result of that, this is what we have to be on the lookout for. This is what we have to avoid pissing off YAHAWASHI, because Esau only has access to judging us, harming us, whatever, only if YAHAWASHI authorizes it. Okay, if the Lord does not authorize it, then he doesn't have access. He can't touch us. Okay, we are untouchable unless the Lord YAHAWASHI authorizes it, just as we see in Job chapter 1. All right, so continuing on. Did I read this already? I'll read it anyway. Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And that's the thing where the earth is being run by the wicked right now. YAHAWASHI is giving him power for a time, which even then, okay, that is temporary. But even then, YAHAWASHI still has control, and he is saying, okay, well, you can do this to all these guys, but you better leave my elect alone in these certain areas and stuff like that. And Yahawadah, we are part of that elect so that we may receive said favor. All right. But yes, ultimately, as we read in Romans 9 and Job 9 and 24 and Romans chapter 13 verse 1 and 2, that the powers that be are ordained of YAHAWAH. Continuing on, Matthew chapter 5 verse 39. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. And this is another thing where, it's not. This is, people think that this means, oh, if someone slaps you across your face, you should just let them beat you. If someone's attacking you, you definitely have the right to defend yourself. But this is meant to be a bigger thing. It's not necessarily that. It's like where is it? It was alright, so it's in verse let's read verse 40. And if any man will sue thee at the law and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. Verse 42. Give to him that asketh thee, and from him that would borrow thee, turn not thou away. Basically, the overarching message from this is that people are going to attempt to wrong you. Like, say for example, someone say, hey, can I borrow your jacket and stuff like that, and then they take it and they take it and whatnot, and then they never give it back and whatnot. That stuff like that. You really just have to learn to just, okay, what, man, I did this. I'm just going to I'm just gonna let that go, and I'm gonna let the Lord handle it. And what do I mean by let the Lord handle it? Let's get that. 1 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 12. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do not ye judge them that are within, but them that are without, Yahawah judgeth. Therefore put away from among yourselves that wicked person. Basically, you should not be associating yourself with wicked people. And as for the people that you know are not wicked, then that's where you say, okay, hey, you're doing something wrong. Do this instead, X, Y, and Z. Correct them, but correct/judge them. But for people that are without, the people that you know are just being demons, you don't go telling them what to do. You don't go telling them, hey, you smoking is bad or whatever and stuff like that. It's like, no, that's not up for you to decide. It's up for YAHAWASHI to either judge them, correct them, and whatnot, because we don't know, and we're not the ones that are the keeper of these different types of people. It's up to YAHAWASHI. So as a result of that, it's a simple matter of, okay, you know what, someone is wronging you, and you see that they are not someone. There's someone that's without. That's someone that's not in this truth. Then okay, you know what? Fine, I don't care. Take it. You can have that. I don't care. I'm not gonna bother with this type of stuff. And you just basically try to keep to yourself, of course. But again, as I said before, if someone is attacking you, you definitely need to defend yourself. You are definitely well in your right to defend yourself. Of course, you don't just allow yourself to be murdered by anyone and stuff like that. All right, but yeah, that's just the main thing. Okay, so as a result of that, again, the Lord judges those that are without and that are within. All right, so when it comes to serious situations and stuff like that, where that involves people that you may or may not be familiar with, then you don't need to worry about correcting them. The Lord's going to do that. And then as for people that you are familiar with and you're close to or whatever, then you say, hey, yeah, I'm going to correct them and tell them what's right and what's wrong. Proverbs 20 verse 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. And this is another thing that goes into, passive aggression. Like, say, for example, if someone steals something from you, then you might say, oh, I'm going to steal something back, or I'm going to go do that, or I'm going to humiliate them or whatever. I'm going to find some way to make them feel the exact same way that they made me feel from whatever BS that they did to me and stuff like that. Well, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. Again, if someone is doing something to you, except for your life is or your safety is at danger, if your life and safety is at danger, definitely defend yourself. But if your life and safety is not at danger, and just try to handle it, and if not, try to handle it in a more peaceful way. But if it's not the case, then if you can accept the loss, basically just say, okay, you know what, that's unfortunate, but oh well, like that's I'm just going to accept that, and then the Lord will provide me with a new one, or a new whatever that I was lost, or the Lord's going to handle them and make them give it back some way, somehow. But you also have to have faith to actually believe that YAHAWASHI is going to do that type of stuff, because not many people actually have faith and believe that YAHAWASHI is going to take care of them. All right. Luke chapter 17 verse 2, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and he cast into the sea, then he should offend one of these little ones. Okay, and that's another thing where because our people because you people offend them, there's going to be a great reckoning. There's going to be a great retribution, a divine retribution, all right, for offending the diligent servants. But are you going to allow the Lord time to deliver that judgment, or are you going to say, I'm going to take it into my own hands and stuff like that? So say, for example, if someone slaps you across the face and stuff like that, and then you slap them across the face, all right? Or better yet, let's take it a step further. If someone slaps you across the face, okay, and then you punch them 10 times in retaliation, okay, that's judgment, sure, but what the Lord was going to make it so that, okay, well, you got their money, you got their thing, you got everything, like, or they suffer, or they're put to death or something like that. They're basically, the understanding is that you just need to remember that you are not YAHAWASHI. You do not determine someone's judgment. Of course, if someone hurts you or does something, you can defend yourself. But when it comes to certain issues, you just have to just say, okay, you know what? This person wronged me, or hell, maybe they disrespect you. Maybe they called you a bitch or something like that. And it's just like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to escalate this. I'm just going to take that. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let them do whatever. And then YAHAWASHI is going to be offended in your stead. All right. Because if you know, let me get this. What was it? It was, bear with me one moment. All right, bear with me one moment. I'm trying to find, because this is one. It's in John 14, I think. John 14. Oh, how convenient! My internet cut off when I'm looking for scripture. Okay, whatever. I guess I am going to just have to continue on without it. Basically, the thing here is how because YAHAWAH resides in us. All right. Oh, wow, okay, hold on. Here, John 14:20. At that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and ye in me, and I in you. So when you are when people choose to insult us, they are insulting YAHAWAH. Okay, and this is very serious, because if they are insulting, the people that are, because it's like say for example, if your parent told you, hey, can you practice practice baseball? Let's say practice baseball. All right. If you're practicing baseball and someone's saying, "Oh, you're practicing baseball, you're such a loser. No one, baseball is a lame sport and whatnot and stuff like that." But your father that you love, your parent that you love, told you to do this, and they care about it. Then those people are insulting not just you for playing baseball, but they're insulting your parent as well, because that's something that is connected to both of you. And in that same line, people insulting us, all right, for following after YAHAWAH's word, that's where they are insulting the Father as well as the Son, simultaneously as they insult us. All right, so that's why we have to epitomize the word of YAHAWAH to the best of our ability. All right, so again, which would lead to, again, people, when people offend us, they offend the YAHAWAH. Okay, Psalm chapter 37 verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. And again, this goes back into the same thing where we are trying to be meek. We're trying to be lowly, all right, so that the Lord will acknowledge that, okay, yeah, these are good people, this is good and whatnot. So as a result of that, we're not going to seek, the Lord's not going to say, oh yeah, you thought you could handle this on your own, then you can handle it on your own, rather than having the Lord YAHAWAH handle it for you, as is the will of the Heavenly Father. All right. So as a result of that, where is I at? So yeah, basically, the thing here is how we have to just really be able to understand that this is all the Lord's will, and even in these positions that we're in, we still have to remember, okay, you know what? Be humble enough to take correction. Be humble enough to say that, you know, these people have power over me for now. All right, so I'm just not gonna cause a scene or do all that stuff and whatnot. All right, now Proverbs 11 verse 21: though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be devoured. Okay, so the Lord's not going to allow these people to get away with the wickedness that they've done. All right. So that, again, just remember and be patient. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, by Hashem, Rakwak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Bible and Shalom.